I want to become a werewolf. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure you can't.
Dareth Shiral.
Okay, Dareth Shiral to you as well. Pronunciation may be a little bit off. No, I don't reckon this guy comes off as an incel. He's not an incel. He's just a bit, you know, young and nervous.
I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
What? Why the hell not? Tonight's episode sponsored by Match.com. Well, it's not quite Tinder this time round. Previously with Ogeron it was more like Tinder. This is more like Match.com or something.
Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No?
Okay, well that was easy, I guess. Gather party and venture forth? Yes. Alistair, Morrigan, Liliana, giddy up. Now we're going to the Brecilian Outskirts. This is where we want to chase after the elves. We've got Arleman's guys, we've got the Circle of Magi, and we've got the dwarves. Now we want to get the alliance happening with the elves.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and...
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Okay, well, I'm a Grey Warden, and I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Well, we can persuade. You'll have to take my word on it.
I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Worry not, I shall not step out of line. I won't mess with you.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Nithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Okay, Keeper Man.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Well, I am Shade. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Oh, this can't be good. Good to hear.
The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us.
Werewolves?
They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
So there are actual werewolves in the forest?
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brecilian forests are proof of this.
Okay. Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
So maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think then.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Okay, is there no way we can help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I want to become a werewolf. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure you can't. So that would be no trivial task. But you're gonna ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brecilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
Oh, we are quite
I sent
mighty.
some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The children of the stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Okay, well, if I help you, what will you give me?
We would assist with the blight, of course. And
Good.
you would have our gratitude.
Excellent. Well, your people could improve their attitude towards me.
This attitude has been burned into our souls after long years of slavery and oppression. It is not personal, but very well. I will remind my people of the danger you will undertake on our behalf.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, I will find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Alright. First, I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here.
Oh, dude.
Apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Okay, well, can you at least tell me how to find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Alright, tell me more about this curse that the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from this Witherfang dude?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, will I become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Okay, how do you know if you've been infected by the curse then?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you,
Like Ogren.
seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Okay, how did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell.
Yeah.
Ask Sayrel about it if
I will. Alright, I'll ask something else then.
Go on then.
I should go.
I must return to caring for Creator's speed on your way.
Alright, thanks man. We are now unlocked in the Dalish camp. Goddess of the Hunt. The Hearthkeeper. And... okay, so this is where we walked in from, right? Mithra. That was the name of the girl we met when we walked in. Hey, hey.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Do others truly trouble you so much?
These days, very little to tell the truth. for we've established a fearsome reputation amongst the Shemlin. We must still be vigilant, however. Not that I would expect an outsider to understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Okay, Dareth Shiral to you as well. Pronunciation may be a little bit off. Alright, let's just talk to a few people.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Okay. Eldest of the Sun. What is this? Codex entry, alrighty. A trader, Varathorn, and an apprentice. Okay. Probably should do a real save. Save. Varathorn.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Varathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Varathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
Not quite sure he's using the hammer the correct way there. What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Okay, what if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive.
Blue
You can
wood.
only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
That is some mighty wood. Okay, what kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate.
Wooden
Provided there's
blades.
enough wood, that is.
Alright, very well. I'll take a look when I'm out in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I would like to barter
I
with
am no
you.
merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Does he have anything good? No. Oh, what is this? Tome of the Mortal Vessel. Gives you reader 1 or more points to spend on attributes. Okay. Yoink. And yoink. And that's a bow. Liliana's got a better bow. Excellent. Cool. Thanks, man. Use those books to upgrade later. Okay. Arthras, who are you?
I'm Darren Atishan, stranger.
Yes, same to you.
I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Oh, well, they've been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time.
Yes,
I
fair
understand
enough.
you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
So why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely
come on,
you have greater
man.
concerns than my problems, stranger.
Please? I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Dalilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf.
Ooh.
And that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Dalilah is alive or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Ooh, okay, well. Perhaps what do we want to do here? Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth?
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know, one way or another. If you
Okay.
were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her, alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
Alright, well, I'll see what I can do.
Since we seem to be heading into the forest anyhow, that does seem to be the right thing to do.
You
Yep.
are most kind.
I should go.
Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
We will. Alistair approves. Okay. Codex entry. What else have we got? Zathrian. Alright, there's just lots of things to click on for codex entries. To learn lore. Landmark tent, that's for the dog who's not with us. We talk to the elf nurse.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Okay, Linnea, you were mentioned by your leader, dude. Don't walk away, come back.
Under an Etitian Grey Warden. My name is Linnea. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Oh, sure. If you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Well, why don't you go and see a city for yourself?
No, I could never leave the clan. My duties here are important to my people, and to me. No doubt I would not even find my way. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Very, very different for sure. Alright, well, they're used to it, just as the humans are, though.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
So this is where I don't know the details specifically, but the humans, I think, took out or slaughtered or, haven't treated the elves very well. Do our people regret what they did to your people? Well, some of us do, but not all humans are the same.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Okay, what can you tell me about your leader, Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time.
No, he doesn't want to talk to us.
He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
Lost his family. A very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstance.
Okay, so what does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Okay, and why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of our Lathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
What's this Arlathan you mention?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Yeah, so this is the dickish things that the humans did. Alright, does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Okay, and didn't Lathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost.
So, are you saying that elves were immortal?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
Right. So so elves are either immortal or live long time in this game as well, just like a lot of others. Alright, could you get your lifespan back then?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Okay, so the elves were eventually freed though, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your Maker's chosen.
Really? But you don't worship the Maker though.
We worship the Creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her, or her god.
Well, I can see why you would resent the humans then.
Shemlen, we call them. Quick children.
Cammen,
I
okay.
suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in our Lathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
So is there no way to get on your clan's good side then?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
We will get your allegiance, don't you worry about that. Alright, so I thought your homeland was called the Dales.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Okay, so she's talking before about, how weird it is that humans live in cities and now that some of the other elves also live in the cities. But their original homeland was a city? Come on, get your story straight. Alright, ultimately though, just remember, I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves.
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
Well, you aren't hostile.
I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Alright, let's ask about something else.
Certainly.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
You got a fancy outfit. So how did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Oh, she hesitated there. That can't be good. Sorry, that must have been horrible.
It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Fair enough. Okay, so you said that the Dalish rescued you from the bandits.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there, and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, well, didn't you have a family that you could have returned to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
Alright, so how did you become a keeper then?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult.
Okay, yep.
Dalish have old
Outsider.
traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of our Lathan.
So that just sounds like the humans and the
Other
dwarves.
candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Well, okay. You must be proud of your accomplishments then.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Alright, very good. I should go.
You wish. Darth Shiro.
Oof. Oh, that was a lot of talking.
They have chosen freedom over subjugation. Better hardship and danger than slavery.
I must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
How do they move these things through? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
True, they are big caravans. What about you, Cammen? For you.
Hello?
Hello yourself. Who are you?
I'm Cammen, a hunter-apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. I might just surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gheyna.
Always in love, is he? Who's Gheyna?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gheyna will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Oh, so sad. Ah, Goo-ho, yes, this guy has massive ears. Even for an elf, they are very pointy ears. That is very true. Alright, come on, sad man. There must be a way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Gheyna for you?
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive. I got mad skills.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Well, it can't hurt, right?
Cyranas. Oh, ma Cyranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
No, I don't reckon this guy comes off as an incel. He's not an incel. He's just a bit, you know, young and nervous. Hopefully he's not hopefully he's not incel material anyway. Alright, well let's save and talk to Gheyna and see if we can persuade her to at least talk to him or consider him. I don't know. What's the deal, Gheyna?
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
Ah, yes. Adiran Atishan to you too. You are Gheyna, correct? Cammen mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Cammen. He's been a hunter-apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
What? Why the hell not? Tonight's episode sponsored by Match.com. Well, it's not quite Tinder this time round. Previously with Ogarin it was more like Tinder. This is more like Match.com or something. All the Chads can kill boats and cute redhead elf girl won't sleep with me because I'm a sub 5 beta male. Well, I am a little bit judgmental of her. Why does she say that she can't, you know, be with him because he's an apprentice? Why does that matter? If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I made poor Cammen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt.
Exactly.
Sirenas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cammen.
Right, well that went quick.
Cammen, I have been a fool.
Gheyna?
Yes.
What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gheyna. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Oh, look at that. You know, we're bringing love together by meddling in people's
I'm
affairs.
grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No?
Yeah, I knew she wouldn't like it.
Take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
What was it? I probably don't need it, dude. You probably need it more than I do. What? Don't even know what he gave me. No idea. And Guho reckons they're going to break up in 6 months and he's going to neck himself. Tale of Illirin is a book. That's it. The book acquired from Cammen relates a tale. So all we can do is sell it. Dude, we can sell it for all. You may as well hold on to it. Oh, well. At least we brought some young love together, put things in perspective and say it doesn't matter what rank he is. If you support him, maybe he'll succeed. But if he doesn't, hopefully that shouldn't impact on your love. Aura, that is a fancy... I want to say goat, but it's not a goat, that's a deer. It's a deer that sounds like a goat.
Certainly are proud and beautiful. It's as though they realize how special they are.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
What is that smell? Must we muck about in the animal pens now?
Yes, we must. Anyway, so what's happening with these things, Elora?
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Elora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
They are not your mounts.
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Ooh, okay, so why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
We can pretend to examine. We've got some survival skills. Alright, try to calm the Halla. Using our survival skills. We don't have high survival skills though, do we?
Yes, that's it. She's calming down.
Good enough for now.
That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Halla was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Okay, well that was easy, I guess. Quest completed, right? Yep. We have the skills. Oh, yeah, we've got three in survival, so okay, that must have been good enough. Other statue thing. Alright, well, I think we've nearly explored all of the Elven camp. Really talk or interact with them. You don't like the elves. I think the elves are cool. Alright, we probably won't steal whatever's in there because stealing's bad, especially given what happened last time. We talk to you? Nope, we cannot. That's the craftsman dude. And I think we've covered everything over here. Right, so the next journey point is to head into the forest. The elves and the dwarves are the worst, you reckon? Well, I don't like the dwarven society and how they have their caste system. That I don't like. The elves, I think the elves are pretty cool though. They've still got some issue with some of their noble blood business, but not as bad as the dwarves do. And then the humans often squabble with their lords and nobles and politics, which I'm not a fan of either. Oh, what is this? Ben Herald. Another codex. Okay. So, what do we do now? What I think we do is we head back to party camp because I need to finish up the stream shortly. And I don't want to step into the forest and then run overtime and then have to cut things midway through. So, what we'll probably do is I'll just jump back into camp now. I think we go back this way for.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Well, good on Morrigan for having her own independent beliefs. Let's venture forth to party camp. Morrigan's awesome. So the caste system is the only good thing to come from Orzammar. You love the caste system. Oh man, you really are chaotic evil. Well, I tend to be chaotic good most of the time. Or at least neutral good, but usually chaotic good is my typical alignment in all things gamage. And sometimes real life too. Alright, so we're back in camp now. We'll probably chuck a save, and that'll probably do for this evening. I do apologise that there's been a lot of dialogue in the last part of the stream. That's because I didn't think we'd get through the Orzammar campaign so quickly at the start like we did, with the anvil and what happened in there. But okay, never mind, here we are. So next stream, which is not tomorrow night, but the night after, check your local platform for scheduling to see where you want to see it. And we'll carry on with chatting to another one of our party members, maybe Shale or something, and then we'll head into the Brecilian forest to find out what the hell's going on with all these werewolves and fight some werewolves and kill some beasties and I don't know, we'll see what happens. thanks heaps for coming along. Thanks for participating in chat. Hope you have a good night too. This is Nerdiness. I'm Shade. You are all awesome. Thanks for coming along. Tell your mum about me, and I will see you soon.